Mornings. It's Michaela. So I wanted to talk about how to make exercise easier when you're exhausted. And so the truth is, I talked about this on Facebook earlier this week when I was facing this issue myself, and I just thought to share what I shared there. So basically, when you're exhausted, there's a few things to think about. So in truth, if you're devastated, like just flattened by getting little to no sleep, the truth is it's probably better for you to not work out. When we have less sleep, our cortisol levels are higher, our ghrelin levels are higher, which will make us hungry, both of them. Cortisol will affect our blood sugar, which also affects insulin. And the truth is, exercising, especially doing something that's a little more challenging, we'll talk about doing something less intense in a moment, can just exacerbate that situation. So in reality, if there's any time to be used, it would be so much better for you to either take a nap or best go to bed earlier. And so the thing that I just want to say also is that getting 7+ hours, please check out the description below about the 5 parts of fat burning. Sleep is an element of weight loss. And so when we get 7+ hours, we have more beneficial hormone levels. When we get 6 hours or less, things really start to get screwy. And then even long term, that can affect things like high blood pressure, heart disease, and even literally premature death. Our life expectancy goes down when we get less sleep. So at any rate, so if that's the debate, get more sleep. It'll improve human growth hormone levels, testosterone, and then hopefully you'll be rested and be able to work out the next day. But at any rate, if you're you know what, I am exhausted, but I both want to do this because I want to stay in the habit of doing this, and or B, I still want to receive the benefit of what exercise provides in the weight loss effort. So the things I would say about that is, if this is consequential, to make sure you just stay at this, that you don't abandon ship, and you know yourself that if you start to rationalize missing a day, that one day is going to lead to many, just go through the motions. Put on the sneakers, go to the gym, show up, go through the motions. Get yourself to the place where you would normally be doing this. Do something, do a lesser challenging version of what you typically do, and just make it happen, okay? Just so you keep up that pattern and that lifestyle you want to create. Then the other one, if it's you know what, I really do want to sweat a little bit. I know that this helps every part of my body. The thing that you might want to think about doing is doing something that's quite easy, that's not intense. And so I push walking all the time with my fat burners. Walking, and then ultimately weights, walking and weights, potentially high intensity intervals in some form or fashion. But for this argument, for this conversation, walking would be great. And so the whole thing that you want to do is walking reliably taps into fat. And if you keep the pace and potentially the incline, the intensity, the challenge at a level that does not feel stressful, that feels comfortable, that enables you to carry on a conversation while you're doing it, you notice that yes, I am sweating a little bit, but I'm not my heart rate isn't going crazy. I'm not getting hungrier. Those are things that can indicate that cortisol is rising. And that's the last thing you want, period. And that's the last thing you want if you were under rested. So a way to work out, if you're oh my God, I am tired, but I do still want to move my body today, walk. And just make sure it is at a pace and at an incline potentially that is comfortable, where there's a little bit of challenge going on, you're perspiring a bit, but there's no extra stress felt in your body, you're not getting hungrier, you can still carry on a conversation. Okay? That's it. I hope that was useful. Please be in touch for any reason. Please check out the 5 parts of fat burning. Please be in touch on social media or follow me there. All right. Thank you for being here, and